Coach, season is over.
Yes.
Summer is here. We want to look today a little bit to the next season. But before we do that, in the final interviews you always said this season, last season, was a success. Can you point out what made it a success?
Made first good result. I think with all games where we were underdogs, we really first made good result. Second, we played modern and good basketball, and at the end, a lot of positive comments come from all my colleagues from Belgium, also from Netherlands, and I'm really proud what we did last season.
It was the first year of the BNXT League.
Yes.
What was your experience? Did you like it?
Yes, I really like it. Normally, every league needs to be built up. I have experience from Adriatic League, and Adriatic League almost every year makes some steps, and I hope also BNXT League will, board of BNXT League will not think that this is best what they can give to us clubs, and that they need to develop program. We clubs need to develop us and better represent, be present in every game.
And obviously, if you look to the last year, I mean, the American players we are quite used to that they leave and we get new American players. So DJ Mitchell, Chris Hudson, what do you think of them?
They were nice. DJ Mitchell was really talented player. Chris Hudson was also very good player, come from a little lower school, but Chris Hudson was unbelievable professional, unbelievable discipline, working attitude perfect. DJ Mitchell was also very good, but also some moments he was little more, how I tell, he want to do more than he could do, and that sometimes struggle. He struggle, we struggle, but at the end, we all together with them, we had very nice season.
And this is the first time, really, that we're going to have players who you really developed through the academy, who are now starting to move into other teams. So obviously, the most visible are Roel and Sander moving on, but also Wietse and
also
Chef
Marian.
And
Also
Marian.
Marian.
So how do you look back at that?
I have feeling that we already in February find out that clubs are interesting about our players, and that really make us more proud. Also make to us more difficult that bigger challenge for next season. But we already know in February that some players will move further, and we also heard from other clubs that they are interesting about them, and that really make our program, I think, more visible. I think people will see also what our program can make for some players. Normally, like every coach, I will like that that players stay a little longer with us, and that is what I always talking. But this is also nice.
So you're going to face them in a game, at least many of them.
Yes.
How will you see that?
I think everybody from all European players, that mean Marian, Rulce, we already know, Sander, Wietse, I think all will stay in Netherlands, and we will all them face. But normal. They also, that is two-way. I know good everything about them, bad habits and good what is their strongest and weakness points, but also they know how we playing, and they can share that with other coach. But I'm also not coach who playing every year same. That means I during the summer switch playbook, I switching some things defensively. That means I think we will not have a lot of problems because of that, but it would be nice to see that guys how playing against us.
That obviously also means that the younger players who spend a lot of time on the bench right now potentially get more playing time. Any view already ahead on how you see that?
But yes, we now come to point of, I think, also this interview. 7 players left us, 2 Americans, Marian, and 4 Dutch. And Jeff also together with this, with Rulce and Sander, and we already know that we'll sign 5 players, and that is how we want. That means if you have 7 players who score around more than 95% of points last year, rebound more than 85% of rebounds of all team, and have more than 85 of assists of all team, 85%, that means we miss big piece of the team, big part of the team. And all that give us big challenge. And we sign 5 players, but also that means that our young players will need to make unbelievable steps next season.
Do you believe that they are ready, and which players can we look ahead for?
I look for all Neil first, who is also with us last 2 years, was with us last 2 years. Neil, and also 5 Dutch guys, who Armin, Ocean, Odin Stein, and Max. And they already made some steps during the last season, and I hope this summer with quality work and in pre-season that they will make steps what we need to make good results and good season.
Before we go to the new guys, I mean, a playing team is consists out of 12 players. Today we only count 11.
Yes.
How is that 12th roster spot going to be filled in?
We have 2 ways. This is big risk, I must be honest, but this is also, we have Academie, because, for example, I will mention one thing. Kurt Scariolo from Virtus and Spain national team, he always have only 12 players. I read his interview last season that he's struggling a lot till December because of COVID, because of Corona, because of lockdowns. Players start to be more injured. And he find out that now he need 18 players in rotation, that he can have good season. And that is what will be big risk. I hope we will stay healthy. But we also have our young kids who coming. And we have 2 ways how to fill that. We discussed with Bor and we aligned everybody. If come on market some good Dutch talent who can play under 22 league and first team, we will bring him inside. But we will only turn around to our young kids who will play final of under 18 national championship, and we will also for sure implement them in practice, and also maybe somebody of them will be sometimes in the games with us.
Because most of us only see the games being played. Obviously when you're in practice, and I can see that there are multiple young talents already participating in this training. How big is the group normally? How many talents do you have added to the team in practice?
But for normal practice, I like always to have minimum 14 players. That means 15 is also not problem for me, especially at the start of the season. That means if you now have 11, that means 4 guys for sure can participate almost always on the practice from you, if you're all 11 healthy.
We already talked about the number of players that left. That also means that we brought in quite a good amount of new players, 5. Can you give us a little bit of an insight about how that works? I mean, how do you get to the people that are being signed and going to play for BAL next year?
But we first looked what we have and what we miss, and after that try to find players what can add what we miss and also something extra. That is always difficult, but that is how we try to look. And Koen, me, Jeroen Welten and Jeroen van Wien did great job. Normally Koen, me and Jeroen Welten about Jeroen Welten stats check, me and Koen about watching videos and find the players, and Jeroen van Wien at the end to sign contracts. That was amazing job what we did in last few weeks. First what we did, we told Ocean will be first point guard. That don't mean that he'll always start, but that is our goal, that Ocean we build up like first point guard, what we give Ruce before few years, and now also we want to give to Ocean. After that, Armin, who was almost always 13-14 players last season, we want to put him in first 11. Because he's also really talented guard who is now in a national team under 20. And we find out if you bring point guard, that will maybe be too much for Ocean develop. and we look on the market for combo guard who can play position 2 and 1. And that was my goal with all players, that I can bring players who can cover 2 positions. And all 5 players are can cover multiple positions, and that is, I think, will give us quality.
So let's start with the new combo guard.
Yes.
Can you introduce him?
Marques Wilson, he coming from a great program who really making past good players, and on his position. That means Austin Price, who playing in Den Bosch, coming from his school. They never play together, but I think he's enough athletic, pretty smart, can play both position 2 and 1, and he had 4 great seasons in USA, but same what happened with Rulover, but happened to him in last season. He have mononucleosis, and his stats were not good enough last year, but with reason. And I seen him and Kuhn also a lot of talents and a lot of quality, and I think he will bring us that little maturity on position 1 and 2, and also give us quality and athleticism.
So you look for a lot of leadership coming from him.
Yes.
So if we move on, then we get to the shooting guard position. All of a sudden, first time in, I think, Weerto basketball history, you have a Bulgarian player.
Yes, we talked with 2 Bulgarian players, but one of them was Aleksandar Matushev, and I follow Aleksandar Matushev from January, and he played in average Bulgarian team, but he's a really talented guard, small forward guard, with really good percentage of shooting, also big size, big body. We look at like replacement for Sander, and we look for percentage similar like Sander, talent like Sander, because he was national team player in all the up categories, and but also what we want to add with him something extra is that size, that big body, and playing on 2 positions, so shooting guards and small forward. And I really look forward to look with him. I talk with a lot of coaches from Bulgaria and players, and they told me that he's a really nice guy with great working attitude, always with smile. He want to work, he want to develop himself.
So obviously we had some Eastern European players, but now one from Bulgaria.
Yes.
What do they bring extra to the team from where they come from?
But I think that I think in Bulgaria he can have better contract, but I think he look forward to playing in Western Europe. He look forward to make here career. He's 22 years old and similar like Sander, and it's almost, I think, same, similar like Rulcha age, and I think he look forward to make career in Western Europe, and I think that can be good for him.
Okay. If we move on to the small forward position, we got a Dutch player who played last year in Spain,
yes,
I saw, and an American player.
Yes, American player is between small forward and power forward. That means that is one more guard who can play on 2 positions. One more guy, Tyler. Revelinio is a really talented, athletic guy who also can play on, because he also have good percentage in shooting. That means he also can play. We can play really tall with him on 2 and Tyler on 4, and that give us a lot of possibilities. Revelinio practicing already with us, and I really look forward what he can show on the games. He's really athletic. He can dunk. He can fly on the court, and I think we will be little more attractive team. Not little. I think a lot more attractive team than last seasons, with a lot of more athletic power in the game.
I think a lot of fans will appreciate that, and he will be a darling for the fans, yes, indeed, if he can make that highlight, yes, movie that we've seen. Yes. If he can bring that here to Sportal, yes, Boshoven, that would be really great.
Yes. Yes.
And then the final, the big, potentially replacing Wietse on his position.
Maybe I can tell a little more about Tyler. Tyler is really strong, small forward, power forward. He is maybe a little undersized power forward, but really good body for small forward. But he also had great percentage on 3-point shot. Okay, in Europe he need to shot a little more balls than there, but really powerful, really strong, and great rebounder. And also Revelinio and Tyler coming from same college, but they didn't play together because Tyler played only last year in that college. And coach from America really talked positive also about Revelinio, but unbelievable about Tyler.
Okay, so it's going to be great to see that,
Yes.
two athletic guys in that position.
Yes.
And I was already taking one step further.
Yes.
The big guy, looking through the names, at least from the colleges where they come from, one thing that jumps out immediately is the University of North Carolina, which we all
Yes.
know from Michael Jordan.
Yes.
But how did you get to a player like that? And obviously the last year he didn't play in that university. So introduce him.
I think that is maybe now what you asked me first question. I think also a lot of agents see opportunity in Weert. I think American agents together with American players see really nice opportunity in Weert. What, for example, Dutch players sometimes don't see. They have short-term goals. American players have long-term goals. And watching our games, before I every time start with a player to talk, I send our game. Watch our game and tell me, do you like our game? And I think everybody reaction was, oh, you really nice share the ball, really nice. And I think also agents who follow BNXT League competition see in Weert first quality work, that means individual development of every player, what we show in the past with Trevor, Q, Trey, last year with DJ. They're all making steps, individual steps and also team making steps. And that is what American agents and American players see. And in communication with agents, they try to find good environment for their players, and we easy make discussion and we easy find out how to bring him here.
And what do you expect from him? What will he contribute?
First, he will play both positions, 5 and 4. Normally he's 6'10" and he's a little slow on his feet for 4, but also he's really talented. He's also huge. He ran the floor really fast. And we last year have problems when some other teams play with dominant 4, big 4 and post-up pass. And I think with Walker, we will not have problem with that. He knows how to play basketball. He's really talented. He also have really good percentage of shooting, nice finishing around the rims. I also talk with with Marques because we first signed Marques, and I talk with him about Walker because they play against each other. I also talk with Jako. Jako Fritz, our former player, 2 times play against Walker, and everybody told me nice things about him. And also in conversation with him, is really nice guy, easygoing guy, I think. And how I told, if he stay healthy, I really think in front of us is very interesting season.
It's only June, but I'm still going to ask you the question. If you look forward to next season, what do you expect? Not just only from a result perspective, but also from what kind of team that you're going to bring on the floor.
We need to build up from the start. That is always question. Can be one bad apple and that you have a lot of problems. We always try to make team that we check personality. And I think we have all good guys. That means what I expect, a lot of work, individual develop, team spirit develop, and you know that always my teams need a little more time to come to a good shape and to play good games. I hope we'll make that faster this year, but it's not only up to me, it's up to us.
And obviously now it's June, so when are the American players coming in? When do you start practice and the preseason games?
We starting practicing with at 15 August. That is first practice. They will arrive, I think, few days before, and later on we will go in the exhibition games. The exhibition game program is almost finished. we will have 10 exhibition games. We will start with a little easier schedule, and later we'll have good games. I can tell that we'll play against Zwolle, Leuven, Mechelen, Feyenoord, Liège, and also some Luxembourg teams, and also with Lommel. We always our first game is with our neighbors Lommel from Belgium, and this year we'll play there first time.
Do you know from the top of your head how many preseason games you will play here?
10,
How many at home?
3 in Weert, 7 away.
Okay, 3 in Weert.
This is.
Okay, and then the second half of September, then the season is going to start.
1st October starts.
1st October is
yes.
first game. Okay.
And
really
two
great.
options, or Zwolle is first game, or then Helder, depends, do Haag and Apollo will get a license for league or not.
No, we'll see how that goes. Any specific message to our sponsors who are today, when they look at this movie,
Yes.
enjoying the breakfast?
I wish you a nice breakfast, and thank you that you are always with us. I would like that you stay with us, that you build up this community, that you build up this sponsor pool in our business club. We need that all, and with little more effort from everybody else, we really can make great steps in future.
Yeah, and it would be nice if they also bring new relationships in so that we can grow the community and that we get the gym full with spectators. Because
yes,
bringing the dunks in, they
Yes.
need to bring in the audience.
Yes, that would be nice.
Any closing remarks that you want to share that we didn't talk about?
No, I think we talk about everything, we mention everything, and now it's on me to prepare the season good, and that we start with practicing, and wish Kun good luck with national team on European Championship. This will be first time that I will, without assistant coach, start preparation for next season, and I will miss him, but I think when he comes, he will fast go in.
I'm pretty sure you will manage. Well,
Yes.
enjoy your vacation, load the batteries, and up to the
Thank you,
next great
Kansen,
season.
Thank you for this.
Thank you.